NBA 2K27 shooting is gonna be heartbreaking, according to what Mike Wang is saying about how it's gonna be in 18 days. He talking the truth. He revealing the truth. He talking about the stats. I'm here to break the genjutsu. The community is at war. They're getting very toxic. Some are even on their knees, mouth wide open. People are begging for skill-based matchmaking to be removed from 2K. Is it gonna happen? Y'all be sure to turn on the notifications if you want some more NBA 2K27 updates without the double twisting, with the spine intact. Yeah. So I already showed y'all this. I already showed y'all the truth about the stats. I've been telling y'all this in a lot of my videos. I've been saying this since the beginning. This guy asked, can you show us the shooting percents for season 3 between season 8 like you did with season 2? I already showed y'all the season 1 to season 2 and it was the same thing. And Michelle Wang says, Park, 55% field goal, 45 3-point. That's shocking to y'all? What's y'all's 3-point percent? Type it down below and let me know what mode you play. Let me know for each mode you play. Ante up, 37%. Rec, 44%. Pro-Am and Proving Ground, 35%. Now the community is losing their mind, guys. Everybody always says, everyone always has these super high stats. And I've been telling y'all since the beginning, majority of the community cannot shoot on the easiest 2Ks ever. They couldn't shoot on 2K22. One of the easiest shooting 2Ks ever. It used to be damn near the easiest until that goddamn 20 HUD came out. And then 26 came out. And then you still got 18 and 19 ahead of it. And I've been telling y'all, bro, these guys suck. I play in random modes. I do it live. No one can shoot. It don't matter. I go to the lowest slump. They can't shoot. But does this mean you have to keep shooting like this? Does this mean you can't shrink the green window? Does this mean they should be catered to? Doesn't mean that. Numbers are fake. And I'm going to explain why they are fake. You need to listen to this, okay? I'm a genius. I'm a brainiac himself. Y'all be sure to like the video. This guy's saying I must be playing top players in the world because fading from 3 without badge and rarely missing. This is not a thing. It was in the beginning, but I don't know what he's talking about now. It's clearly capping. I don't know why this has so many likes. People aren't just running, fading from 3 anymore without badge, barely missing. But I don't know who this guy is. Badge says the green window can't be shrunk. This is not true. It can and it needs to be shrunk. What people don't realize is numbers are fake. Okay, there's a popular cliches. If you guys didn't know, usually popular cliches are wrong. Okay, and they appeal to the majority. They sound good, but they're not actually good when you put them into context and you apply the nuance that is not there. Okay, people naturally adapt to what they're going to shoot, the shots they're going to take, according to how the gameplay is happening, right? According to how the gameplay works. So if there's a strong contest system, they're not going to take as riskier shots. They're going to naturally adapt. If it's harder for them to make threes overall, they're going to naturally only take them for sure shots, right? They're going to adjust and the numbers could be the exact same if the shooting was harder, or they could even be higher if they made the shooting harder, just because people are now taking smarter shots and they're not being as loose with their shooting. You see? Or if defense was buffed, the percents might actually make the community go up as a whole. Just because you shrink the window or you add defense in the game, it doesn't mean everyone's just going to shoot 10%. They're going to adjust no matter how bad they are. They're going to adjust. We played in these older 2Ks. It was okay. It was not that bad. No one's asking for some super hard 2K shooting that never existed. We just want it to be harder from what we've experienced. Okay, that goddamn golden era, you know, but that's just me. I know the truth, but we've played in 2Ks where there was harder shooting, guys. We have to go to it. 26 is the easiest shooting 2K ever, and they still have these numbers, guys. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. There is harder shooting setting in Ante Up and Pro-Am. So it's like, and you're playing harder people. So that makes it, you know, but Mike Wang's such a bot that he doesn't know everything that I'm just saying to you. Their whole gameplay developer team, they don't understand what I just told you. A lot of people don't understand that. So I'm guaranteeing to you guys, shooting is always going to be easy every 2K to come. So you're okay. You're okay. You're okay, little bot. It's okay. It's okay. You'll be okay. Because this is how they look at it. This is why he responds to things like this. Him basically responding is confirming that 27 shooting is going to be easy. That's what it means. Because he wants to put this info out there, even though we can't verify it, right? There is no public site that's just updating. We can't verify it, but he has the numbers. We just have to go off his word. And it's like, Even when you play these low modes, everyone gets to play versus these bots because you have to keep starting a new build and all this and that. People done plate dropping methods. The pro, I haven't seen this. I don't know. And I think the pro-am is loose. And the proving grounds, I'm not. I see this with like the bigs or something. And the red, I can see that. Okay. Especially like it's overall like the power forwards and the centers. The ante-up, that's the weird one right there. I don't know why they don't separate the stats from ante-up and park. They're stupid. I've been telling them to do it for years, but they keep keeping it in. Weird as hell. But that ante-up is weird because that really means there's a lot more casuals in there. I don't know. It's so hard to believe. 37% in ante-up. God damn. What? Park is 45. This means that the top 1, 2, and 3% only play each other. This isn't true. They're not only, the gap is bigger. It's like the top 20, 30% are playing each other. And it's still the easiest shooting 2K, even though people can't shoot. It's a fact. Everybody been saying this is the easiest shooting 2K and people still can't shoot if they've actually played in other modes. What? No wonder they want RNG back. So I'm telling you, really interests me to take the bottom 15% and the top 15%. And then look, he also brought up bringing the hours into the game, things like that. Because what if people just got on the game, they just got on, diddle-daddled, and just got off, and that's majority of the stats? Or they're just getting on every now and then, like, should their statistics hold as much weight as someone that's actually logging in the game? Because I mean, it shouldn't when you really think about it. Someone who's logging in daily, learns the game on just a basic casual level, and someone who's just hopping on, how do they have the same value, right? They don't have the same value. That's why I told y'all, numbers lie. There's nuance. And y'all see, everyone's, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Tonic says this, we already addressed this, guys. This is not true. Make shooting harder. People are going to adapt. They're going to take smarter shots. If defense is implied in the game, people are going to take smarter shots and they're going to adapt. It's just like, for instance, say you're playing the game, right? Say you're shooting amazing. You naturally start taking more riskier shots. On average, some people, they try to hold the super high percent, but you naturally start taking more riskier shots. So then but it's not really what your percent is. And then if you're shooting bad, you're going to naturally start taking, so by the end of the game, don't look as bad, right? So you're gonna naturally adjust according to how the gameplay plays. You're not just gonna start shooting 20, 10% just because now they gave you a goddamn 2K17 green window, a 2K16 green window. That doesn't make sense. You played those 2Ks, you did not shoot that, or a 19 green window, or 18 green, or a 20 green window. You're not gonna then just shoot 20%. It doesn't make sense. You're going to adjust naturally according to how the game is. You're gonna build your tape before you take certain shots, So Mike Wang makes another tweet saying the goal of my previous poll was just to gauge the community's expectation of the strength of badges compared to rating. Which is again jutsu, I'm gonna explain that. Percentages I threw out were completely arbitrary. It's like I told y'all. And not a commentary on how shooting will look in 2K27 at all. I told y'all. Let me ask another way. How much should ratings matter versus badges in shot success? This is just again jutsu, just like green or miss. Green or miss doesn't matter. All they did was make whites turn green. If you don't know that, you're not who you say you are and you don't understand. Hey, wake up. I've been telling y'all about this green or miss thing. I've been the only one waking up everybody about it. This is basically the same thing, guys. This is really just a question for content creators or how you want to be Genjutsu for 27. It doesn't actually matter in the grand scheme. The make percent is what matters. This is just the Genjutsu. Y'all get it? Say it's a scale of 10, right? And they make ratings matter 80% and badges matter 20%. Still 10. They make badges matter 70%. And ratings matter 30. Still 10. You just have to figure out what matters most, and then it's the same result. You just have to figure it out. And basically, if you're a content creator, if you want to make more content, you should actually probably be I don't care about this, by the way, so do not be tripping on me. You should probably be saying that you want more. You want it to be more badge outcome. 26, mostly ratings matter more. A lot of the badges were useless. If you basically say you want ratings to matter more, you're saying you want a bunch of useless badges 27. That's basically what you're saying. But I mean, none of this really matters in the grand scheme. It only matters for content creators because it's a lot easier to make a bunch of content about badges than it is about rating, unless it's a 99 rating. And I also think, let's see what people have to say. Koza's saying make ratings matter a lot more. I mean, Koza, I think you're still in the Genjutsu, man. Gotta break free. And dislikes. So I mean, looking like everyone in the Genjutsu, y'all aren't understanding. It's the same result. If you got your lightning launch, it's like you're asking for something else that actually affects the game. This is just for the higher pass build. If you got the, I hope this is not confusing. Say you get Dimer, it's the same result. All you had, it would just be you having the badges or the rating. What you would aim for, what matters. Badge says ratings, but especially in our recent games with max plus 1s and 2s, they didn't matter that much. For example, a 99 3-point should have a noticeably bigger green window. Legend set shooter than someone with gold. This is how it was though. This is how 26 was. I think y'all are still confused. You're still in the Genjutsu badge. You gotta wake up. Okay. 3/4 of the community can't read. So it's looking like everyone's going with ratings. Yeah, everyone's going with ratings. Okay, Double H says ratings versus badges in 2K20. He's saying he want the 2K20 split. I think 20 was more badges, to be honest. I really do think 20 was more badges, or at least way more badges than recent 2Ks. You know, then I spit some facts. Y'all be sure to follow my Twitter. Yeah, so basically everybody's saying ratings. So they're probably definitely gonna be ratings. Click. Yeah, so they're all saying ratings. Yeah, they're all saying ratings. So it's looking like for 27, we're gonna have less content to make and a lot of badges are gonna be useless. So I'll definitely be filling y'all in on that. Should like the video, hype up the video. Okay, we got this trash song, Isaiah Thomas. Who y'all think will win this game? MJ, okay. Kawhi. What y'all think they gonna do to Kawhi? 18-19 Kawhi versus Alonzo Mourning. Who y'all think will win this matchup? That goddamn Vince Carter. These songs are trash, man. Music ain't the same. Who y'all think will win this matchup? Why won't they add more classic teams? Okay, we got the classic Thunder. Taking the gap between Russ and KD, that is insane. Put some respect on Russ' name. Stop it. Skip it a pop. What the hell is going on? They stupid? Who did these ratings? Got people roasting and they want more classic teams. Trash songs, muted, peak songs. Quavo saying, I feel like out of all the 2Ks that drop, this the most interesting 2K that's about to drop. It's do or die. Y'all feel like that? I don't feel like that. But I could see how he could feel like that. I have no hope for 2K at all. I know it's gonna be goddamn another stinker. But goddamn, this guy hella likes. Say this every year. They don't even have to make changes to the game and bots will cop. Damn. Hearing this for the last 4 years, I don't believe it anymore. Damn. No hype but go off. Damn. Even with GTA around the corner, it's like, damn, they flaming them. Damn, they flaming. Shut up. Damn. So a lot of people sent me this tweet of Rye Buckets saying, imagine being a game developer and millions of people trying to tell you how to make 2K27. Half the suggestions being trash, scrutinized and verbally violated for a living. What's going on as a human? Damn, not a human. Good game or not, that's gotta be tough. Objectively speaking. P.S. They don't set the prices. We know this, Buckets, but look, I'm gonna put it into perspective. I think if you didn't make content, you would basically be doing the same thing. But look, I'm gonna put it in perspective for you, dog. And other people who might think like this. First off, people barely complain about the VC prices. They complain about gameplay a lot more, so are extremely unhappy, right? They think he's doing a piss poor job and that he's very lazy across the board. Sweats, casuals, comp, everyone. They think he is trash, boy. And it's not debatable. And he's doing a lot of tactics that are pretty scummy. So people love basketball. It's the only basketball game they could play. When they try to talk nice to him, it didn't work. So why not just violate Buddy? And then even when it comes to the prices, we can't. There's no face. So to even make a presence felt, you have to go after anyone and everyone to let it know that you even unhappy about the price. If we thought about this with everything, oh, we can't tag the 2K account. That's just someone doing their job. All these people, they're just doing their job. They don't see no backlash, so they're gonna keep doing what they doing. They actually reverse and do some things when y'all give them backlash. That's the only way change has ever happened 2K and in anything in life. So it has to happen. And he's doing a horrible job. 26 was literally a psyop. It was literally on purpose. Before the game dropped, he did those scummy things. He knew he was going to patch them 7-4. He knew how broken they were. It was by design. He did that on purpose. So why wouldn't you flame him relentlessly when he's doing things? Basically, people went and made 7-4s and all, and then he nerfed them on purpose. This was by design. This is by design to make people purchase certain builds. That's very scummy, right? And he's been doing this. This is by design. He's pushing people to make certain builds. Like, he's doing it on purpose. He already knows. When he dropped that patch, when everyone was dropping the ball, that encourages people to make lockdowns, or it encourages people to get less steal on their build or whatever. He's doing this on purpose. He has planned out patches. 26 confirmed it, 100%. So if you're a consumer of this product and you love basketball, you love playing 2K with your friends, or you just love the community at whole, whatever your reason is for playing the game, you're within your right to be disrespectful. Seriously, because being respectful, it does nothing. Of course, you might get blocked, so you might have to switch it up, but I ain't gonna show no respect to someone. I love basketball. I ain't gonna show no respect for someone that's making me miss out on a lot more fun that I could have on the game. He's directly doing things that I don't like on purpose. Certain dribble moves, the adrenaline, how slow it is, speed boosting, defense not being in the game, no contest, that damn dribble glitch, teleporting right in front of people, shooting straight over people. That he's deliberately doing that, so I'm a flame. And anyone like this, it's idiotic, some of these gameplay things, you know? But still, at the end of the day, I still have more fun on 2K than any. Even though the game's bad, I can have fun on Fall Guys. I mean, you can have fun on bad games. You know, but this is what people gotta say. Stop defending them. Damn, I can't think of much worse ways to make a living. What? What the hell? Chalk says the reason you don't experience that side of the community enough is because of skill-based matchmaking and why it's the most detrimental addition to gaming. I agree with skill-based matchmaking in general. It's horrible for gaming, but for 2K, I think it's good. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if there was no skill-based matchmaking and these guys could really just beat up on bots all day, they would never complain about the game. And I think that's bad for the game, because then nothing really gonna get changed. Because they gonna be able to just sit in La La Land and just destroy everyone. Not talking about Chalk individual. He actually goes, seeks out stupid comp people. But a lot of the creators, they could just play bots after bots, and they're just relentlessly destroying people, so they wouldn't talk to real about the game. We as community can never agree on anything because we're all playing different games. It's always gonna be like that. Even if they open it up, some people are just so trash that they're in a different reality. Even without skill-based matchmaking, we existed in these timelines. Y'all feel me? These timelines once existed. A bot is always still gonna be a bot, no matter how much he's protected. He's always gonna look at it a certain way. It's just like right now. People are complaining more than ever, blaming creators more than ever, blaming the comp, cheese, sweat guys more than ever, and they literally never can play them. It's impossible. In today's age of gaming, people are blaming the creator, the sweat, the cheeser, when skill-based, they're literally protected by skill-based matchmaking. First off, those people barely exist in the player base, and then you're protected by skill-based matchmaking, so you're never playing them. You're playing people like yourself. Feel me? It doesn't make sense. So it's like these people are always gonna talk like that, and they don't realize it's really just because they're focusing on videos and content of people that don't exist in the player base. That's why their outlook on the game is like that. But if you actually go play on these lowly playing fields, you see that everyone's horrible. They're not dribbling. They're not debooking. They're not speed glitching. They're not doing anything. And this is in every single 2K. I've tested it. I went to the bottom of the bottom. They're not doing nothing. No one's dribbling. You will rarely see someone doing some comp move and they're actually like heat with it. They don't exist. They barely exist. Someone brought up a brilliant question. So only choose one for 2K27. What you choosing? Y'all let me know what y'all's choice is. 0 cheaters, no skill-based matchmaking, ballot shot contest system. 0 cheaters, 100%. Now, if anyone says anything other than this, they're a cheater, 100%. And you need to pay attention. That's what people say. Cheaters. I got one right here. Probably got a cheater right here. Okay. 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 Y'all can just go check the tweet. Oh, damn. Splash on the dark side. Damn. WLR spit some facts. It's time we remove adrenaline bars. Facts. Adrenaline bars does not help 2K in any way. And it's actually encouraged more cheese and left right than ever. Especially with 2K23, it's prime. It encouraged only left right. That's what happens when you put so much restriction. People only go to pure cheese. It's the same with 25. They went to pure cheese. They went to not even dribbling and dexing and standing and, you know, like they gonna do the most broken thing ever when you over restrict, and it's gonna make people not actually use their rights. Now we got Koza spitting some non-fact. Adrenaline bars were introduced to combat the real left right movement we seen in 22. It was bad in 22. Yeah, and guess what? To stop it, all they had to do was buff the contest system, but they didn't. That's all they had to do. And add a little bit more bumps, and it would have been doable. Once you finally got to contest it, still make that shot contested. or it wouldn't count. That's what really made it hurt. Saying you can't left right like that anymore. I like the idea of adrenaline bars for reaching. It's never been good for reaching. They've never implemented it properly. They've never implemented it properly for blocks. So there's truly no reason. They haven't did it for screens. That's what they really need to do it for. Or running left and running right. It's just you randomly lose adrenaline and it's just no point. It needs to be removed. There's already stamina restriction. There's other hidden things in the game that if you move and play a certain way, it's going to be harder for you to make your shot built into the game, especially in the new gen 2Ks. There's no point for adrenaline. And then you live in a constant anxiety, especially if you're an aware person. You should not be living in that type of anxiety on a video game. Like for instance, me, I'm a real brainiac, guys. I know that if I get bumped or I just lose adrenaline randomly, it's 10 off of all my offensive stats. Shooting, playmaking, I'm pretty sure. That's annoying. Even though I almost rarely get bumped, it then makes me play like a running back instead of playing like a basketball player. That's not realistic. It's arcade listed. A lot of people don't know about this, so they don't have a problem with it. But that's corny as hell. I shouldn't be living in fear and think about that. In real life, if someone bumps me, I don't lose 10 off my shooting. Let's put defense in the game, right? You saying keep adrenaline, but they've never had a 2K where it was done properly. It needs to go. You spam the same move, combat a broken move. They have never shown the ability to be able to do this. They can't do this. For instance, if they could do this, for instance, the debug, say you do that, then you just lose adrenaline or whatever. They haven't done it. So it's just pointless. I don't want to live in anxiety. I just want to play the game. We've existed in 2Ks without it. It's done nothing for the game. You got Sebware spitting some facts. No way you should be advocating for adrenaline. Never worked it from 23 to 26. Hasn't worked. Just to limit good players. Can't forget what the game was before adrenaline. Off-ball defenders were spamming reach. Were they? Weren't they just doing their hands up? Which is still in the game? And only Super Sweats was really doing, I don't know. On-ball defenders would spam reach with 99 steal and get the steal. Steals just don't work. It just doesn't work. And then when steals do work, you just get the steal. There's never no spamming steal. And then when you spam steal, you're not losing enough defensive stats to where it's ever been noticeable. Spamming Kimmy or Jimmy, it's just, it's corny, Koza. It's corny. Put defense in the game. It's not hard. All these things to limit offense and nerf all, just put defense in the game. Wow, we're running from this. The reason they don't put defense in the game and do these other weird things is to only attack good players while still making there no defense for everyone. Stupid. Who's spamming 6 reaches? It don't work and it puts you out of position. It needs to go. It's not like 20 to where you keep making them stuck in the animation. We played some crazy 2Ks. Y'all remember that 2K20? They just reach and you stuck. And you just kept getting stuck. They couldn't take the ball away from you. You just kept getting stuck. Oh my God. It needs a Flash says, what people need to realize in the 2K community is that you can't debate or argue with someone who isn't playing versus the same tier of people as you. Because you guys will have different opinions, but one person might play goofies all day, another play God. Problem is the Sim Nation casuals cry about meta. I've been telling y'all this. Their whole personality is going at comp players. Their whole persona is going at these people that don't exist, that they never play verse. Every single year. They're saying that they're the ones, the reason why 2Ks went downhill, and they don't exist and they never play them. It don't make sense. I've debated these people, completely destroyed them. Also brought up the facts that, and by the way, y'all can debate me on anything. I'll fry you, boy. We could do it live. Y'all be scared. I brought up the facts, why that they're catering to their 99.9% sales and why they cater to casuals and not the comp creator community. And some people, they went and understood, but a lot of people just live in delusional land and they're just spamming hate. A lot of people that are known, man, they just get nonstop hate. People just want someone to blame for why they trash, man. They haven't figured it out. Playing online is different from playing the people you grew up with, buddy. You figured out you was trash. Being the best person at your school, you thought it was something till you went to state. You figured out that you trash, boy, right? Normal. You really normal. Oh, you good at your school when you go play other schools. Oh, you see, that's a reality that people are having a hard time coming to terms with, right? Because they lived in that alternate reality. And now that it's online, they're seeing that they're nothing. A lot of people, they haven't accepted that. Y'all be sure to click the video on the screen if you want to hear more about NBA 2K27 gameplay, man.
But hey, here we go again. Yeah. Here we go again. People talking this, but when this hit the fan, everything I'm at made me. Now break it down. Yo, off the top of the dome.